Did you know it is very difficult to feed the nano fish fries just after hatching them? Most of the time, many people fail to thrive on their nano fish fries due to feeding difficulties while feeding them in the initial 3 to 4 days following free swim. After this video, we reassure you that you will successfully feed your nano fish fries hereafter. First, we go through our intro. The most common mistake people make when feeding small fries on first day of the free swim is to use large-size diets that they are unable to eat. Here we are talking about a method of making prime fish food for first free swimmers, dilution of the diet, frequency of feeding, amount of feeding, and getting rid of ammonia spikes due to excess food. In Serendib Aquatics, we use boiled prime egg yolk solution for nanotetra and rasbora fish fries on their first day of free swim stage up to 4 days until they reach the size that can eat live brine shrimps. First, you should boil an egg. Then take a very small amount of boiled egg yolk to a clean plate. Nearly 1 gram is enough. That egg yolk part is put into 20 milliliters of water and mix it well until properly dissolved it. Keep the solution for 2 minutes to precipitate the large particles. You can see the color and particle concentration are high in this solution in supernatant, and large particles get bottom of the glass. Then take 1 milliliter supernatant from the boiled egg yolk solution. That 1 milliliter should be diluted into 20 milliliters of water again, and keep the solution for 2 minutes until precipitate the large particles. Now you can see the concentration of the 2 times diluted solution. That also has some precipitation. Then take 1 milliliter of supernatant of the solution and again dilute into 5 milliliters of water. See the very low concentration of egg yolk particles in this dilution. We can see this in contrast to the first solution. According to these test tubes, you can compare the from left to right side egg yolk solution concentration get reduce. Now the freshly prepared solution is ready for use on your first day swim fries. Distribute some amount of the above diluted solution into the fry tank like this. The volume of the solution that you put into the fry tank should be according to the number of fries you have in that respective tank. The best way is to use 1 milliliter of solution at a time according to the consumption by fries. These fries are Stardust Japanese rice fish, Galaxy rasbora, and 3-spotted rasbora. More population is rice fish. Initially, I will show how is the fry just after the hatching process. You can see this Japanese rice fish fry just after hatching hanging on the glass. It is very small. The next day, following hatching, he will start to swim. Now you can see the free swimming stage of these fries. They are on the first, second, and third day of hatching. You can see their bellies are empty. This is before their initial routine daily meal. Now I want to show how I put the egg yolk solution very carefully as a target feed to the much density area, which is where most of the fries are gathering. I use a target feeding tube with a syringe for this procedure. Following the introduction of the meal, they pick particles of food one by one. After 2 to 3 minutes, you can see with the naked eye, their bellies get white due to egg yolk particles. They enjoy the food well. Feed low volume at a given time and several times per day. More than 3 times per day is not recommended according to our experience, because they want some fiber foods and different kinds of food sources for good gastrointestinal function. They will find some biofoods from your tank plants and algae. It will maintain good gastrointestinal functions. That is the reason we only arrange the initial egg yolk solution for the sake of life in the initial 2 to 3 days. Boiled egg yolk contains many more nutrients and also a high content of protein. Therefore, it will cause ammonia spikes if it is left in the tank without eating. To prevent that, we should use a very low quantity of food, then no remaining in the tank. We can use much more moss and small ferns in that tank, which also gives good biofoods for small fries and also helps to balance the nitrogen levels in the tank. Also, use some Neocaridina shrimps. They will eat the remaining foods and help to prevent ammonia spikes. Use a sponge filter for the fry tank. It causes the mixing of water and helps to expel out ammonia and toxic gas from water, and the colony of bacteria in the filter also helps to nitrogen cycle. Above mentioned 4 methods balance the nitrogen levels in the tank and help to prevent ammonia production and accumulation in the tank. Thus, the take-home message is an initial 3 days of feeding with egg yolk solution, using a minimal dose of food at a time. When they are usually large enough to accept newly hatched brine shrimp after 5, 7 days and about a week after that, they are usually large enough to accept mashed flake food. Do not perform water changes during the first 2 weeks, as this can be too big a shock for the fry, but you can do very small water changes daily following feeding after the first week of spawning. I do nearly 5% to 10% water change every other day because I feed them with boiled egg yolk solution, but I refill that amount with well-seasoned old tank water. This means that it is very important not to overfeed, since overfeeding makes it difficult to maintain a high water quality. Ultimately, fries will die due to poor water quality. The take-home message is not to overfeed the fish fry tank. It will end up with the ultimate death of all fish in the tank within 1 night. Hereafter, you can feed your nano fish fries successfully and effectively without many more complications. If you think this will help you for your aquarium journey, please be kind enough to subscribe Serendib Aquatic YouTube channel for new updates.